Dr. Henry, should British Columbians have any hope now that there will be any semblance of a normal Christmas, that they'll be able to gather as a family at Christmas time, they'll be able to visit with Santa Claus, they'll be able to shop? Like, is there any hope of this at this point?
You know, I think there's hope. There's hope that, yes, we will have Christmas. We will have Christmas. It'll look different. And yes, we're going to have to pay attention to things. There's not going to be a vaccine here that's going to save the day by Christmas. There's no one thing that we can do that's going to make this all go away. But there are many small things that we can do that will get us through this and help us celebrate things like Christmas. We know Diwali's coming up. It's a really important celebration for many people in BC next week. We can find ways to do this. And we know we can do that. We can find ways to do this safely that's going to protect the elders in our family. And yes, we can see them, but we can't be together in the same way. And it will depend a lot about what's happening in our community, how much spread we're seeing. But we can find ways to celebrate, to have family, to come together in a way that's safe for everybody. And I think Santa probably has immunity, and we'll look at how we can facilitate him. I think he'll be washing his hands a lot, and he probably won't be eating cookies and milk in every house this year, but we'll find ways of making it work.
I'd say, Richard, yesterday we had an incredibly significant day in BC and in Canada and the world. Remembrance Day, and all I can say is on Remembrance Day, when Fernand and I left our apartment, we stood outside in Gaston Park. We listened to on a mobile to the ceremony downtown, and we just stood there, and we were there in that moment. And across the park, there was a family that was doing the same thing. And I can tell you, I've been to Remembrance Day ceremonies at South Memorial Park since the beginning, since for about 25 years, I think, and you know, as moving as those ceremonies always are, this was moving. We're going to have to learn to celebrate in different ways. I really want to emphasize that with respect to Diwali and Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah and all the events coming up. That it's not; these are not events to be celebrated with people in common rooms of apartments and condominiums. We have to celebrate differently this year, but that doesn't mean that the enormous significance of these events for people, either sometimes in a religious sense, sometimes in a cultural sense, that we can't do it in new ways this year that are equally moving and significant. But what we cannot do, what we can't do for Diwali, what we can't do for Christmas, is allow the events we do to celebrate those events to lead to more transmission of COVID-19. So every single person, I'm asking every single person to reflect on ways that we can make this the best Diwali, the best Christmas, the best New Year's, the best Hanukkah, the best whichever day is of significance to you, without coming together in the ways we have before, but appreciating what these events can mean to us in our lives.